How we doing, guys? Welcome back to 6-2 Beer Reviews. Doing a little something different today. A little Märzen madness, if you will. I reviewed quite a few Oktoberfest beers last year, and I figured, I want to kind of line them all up and see how some compare. There's so many out there, and I just happened to pick 3 that I had in my fridge, and I'm excited to see how each of them are and see if they differ at all. So we'll start over here. We have Zuhl's Ausländer Oktoberfest style beer. This one clocks in at 5.7% ABV, and it was canned on September 10th. So time of recording, we are right around 3 weeks old. Then next we have Living Waters. This is a collab with Dissolver. Living Waters out of Nashville, Tennessee. Dissolver is out of Asheville, North Carolina. 5.64%. And canned on September 4th, so just about a week older than this can. Lastly, we have Dancing Gnome's Octa, and this is 5.2%, and was canned on August 15th, so a little older, but still plenty fresh, especially for the style. So yeah, let's just dive into it and get them cracked open. I believe I reviewed the Living Waters one last year. I've had it a few times, so I will say that I have had that beer before. The other 2 I have not had yet. So yeah, I don't do this too often, but these beers being relatively low ABV, I thought it'd be kind of fun to check them all out. So far, I'd say Living Waters one is the darker out of the bunch. This one's pouring kind of dark too. Should have poured them a little harder. That's on me. Alright. Yeah, I'd say Octa is definitely the lighter of the bunch. Got that like nice amber lager looking color. This has more of a like amber ale color to me, as well as this one too. These are very similar. I don't know if it's coming through all right. Head-wise, this beer, I don't know if I poured it harder, but nicer head retention on the Zuhl one compared to the others. There's almost no head on the Living Waters one, and still a decent amount on here. Plenty of carbonation in all 3, it looks like. Yeah, we'll just go left to right, or right to left. And dive in. Oh, it smells awesome. It is just super bready, brown bread. Very subtle, like, typical German noble hop. A little citrusy. Almost like a sourdough note, too. Slight caramel toffee, which I just love about this style. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. I love that brown bread toffee note. It smells awesome. Yeah, let's dive into the Dancing Gnome one. Cheers. Delicious. Delicious. A little more caramel comes through on the taste. It's not overly sweet or anything. Not super rich compared to some other Märzens I've had. Really crushable, really drinkable. Yeah, I'd say it's not quite medium bodied. Actually, it's pretty light bodied. Super drinkable. I like the finish. There's a touch of like citrusy orange peel. And yeah, I love that caramel note in there. That beer's really good. So we'll come back to it. Take a little swig of water and get into the Living Waters and Dissolver collab. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see it better if I do this? It's very dark compared to the Octa. Still looks awesome though. So, I wish there was a little more head retention. I'm all about the head retention on these styles. Ooh, this is almost a little hoppier. There's almost even like a little bit of like a cocoa kind of note. But yeah, I'd say a little like touch of pine almost. I don't know what kind of hops they're using in this. I don't know the hops in any of these. There's barely any description besides the ABV on all of these. 5.6, 5.7, what is this? 5.3? 5.2. Can I come through? You can't really see that can very well. Whatever, it's alright. This one smells a little sweeter. Yeah, but that like cocoa, which honestly kind of smells really nice with the like brown bread caramel toffee note. Yeah, it definitely smells just a little richer. It smells awesome. Cheers. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Definitely not true to style, but that beer is awesome. Yeah, it's a little hoppier, but not as much bitterness. Like they're just, I think it's just the mouthfeel of this beer is just awesome. Oh my gosh, that is so good. There's so much. It's almost like a candied orange peel, whereas this was like just straight up orange peel. This is a little more candied, and it has that piney, old school. Like reminds me of some like Centennial, Simcoe, old school sea hops. Um, there's something else there that I'm like can't put my finger on it. Definitely more full bodied, more medium bodied, I should say. It's still, you know, super drinkable, crushable, 5.64%. Um, yeah, I love that candied orange peel. It's, I don't know. There's something about it. It's just, it's fun to like have these styles true to style, to the traditional Märzen. But it's fun to have something that's, you know, I just noticed they spelled Märzen wrong. It says Märzen on here. Um, anyways, yeah, this beer is awesome, but very, very different than this one. So let's dive into the Zool one. Get another swig of water. So as I mentioned, I've had this one before, but I don't remember it that well. And I want to say I reviewed it last year. I can't remember. Yeah, this one smells more true to style. It's super rich, brown bread, toffee, caramel. It smells more full bodied than either of these two. I don't know if you can smell that, can you? But I mean, it just smells richer. Same thing with this one. I get a little bit of like a cocoa note. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking like with the toffee. I tend to think of like Heath bars, but it doesn't smell sweet at all like a Heath bar does. Yeah, this one smells good. Cheers, guys. All three of these beers are awesome. This is fun. I like doing this. We'll have to do this more. And I will say, I usually pour this style into like a dimple mug, but for sake of the review, I wanted them all to be in similar glasses, so you can really see how each of them compare color-wise. And sometimes different glasses pour different size heads. Back to this beer. Yeah. Listen, I haven't had. I need to. I've been meaning to. I had actually somebody comment on one of my reviews last year, talking about the traditional German beers to check out, and I need to. I need to review them. I just haven't got my hands on them. These are just more accessible to me, I guess. But what I think of as a traditional Märzen, this is that. It's rich, but still drinkable. Definitely more like body wise. This beer is the fullest out of the three. I think it goes like 1, 2, 3. And you can kind of tell just from the color. Like this just looks super crushable. It looks like a lower ABV. But all three of these beers are awesome. I don't know if I necessarily want to pick a favorite. Maybe I will. I really just was curious to see how all three would compare, being the same style. Yeah, that's really nice. I would like a little more carbonation with this one. Yeah, I'll go back to this one, see how the carb compares. Shoot, dude. That one might be my favorite. Just personal taste. This Living Waters one is awesome. I love that it's a little more bitter. Um, and that like piney, citrusy orange note. I don't know. It just reminds me of fall, I guess. I love that. I love it. Can wise, I mean, label art is just freaking shoot. We should add more coasters. That label art is awesome. Awesome. Awesome label art. I mean, all three of these. Like, this is like classic, looks like a dancing gnome label. And this is probably the most, I don't know, traditional. You want to call it traditional with the blue, white on there. All three awesome label arts. Um, Shoot, as a favorite though. Well, let's go back to this one. Yeah, really good. I think this one just lacks a little complexity to it. It's pretty like straightforward. Um, it's like nearing that fest beer kind of style. It's not as rich as a Märzen is. It's like kind of in between the styles. And this, I don't know, this one might be my favorite. Might be my favorite. It's so different than traditional style though. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's the one. That is so freaking good. Delicious. All three of these though. Seriously, I'll say it again. I don't repeat myself. I love this style. I love when fall comes around, Oktoberfest beers come around, even though they come out in freaking July. I mean, we're literally right in the middle of Oktoberfest right now, so I'll probably try to get this up pretty soon, before the Oktoberfest, which I think it ends October 4th. I'll try to get it up before then. I don't know if people have availability to these. Obviously, if you're in Nashville, you can get this. I don't know. I think these just in Knoxville. Maybe they get out to Asheville. I think they get out to Asheville sometimes. And then this, I have no idea. Dancing Gnome. So, but yeah, seriously, let me know if you guys have had any of these. I loved them all, but this one's a winner for me. Living Waters and Dissolver. Dissolver is one of my favorite breweries out of Asheville. Them and Burial are making some awesome beers. They come out with this every year. That's their like go-to Märzen that they do, and they do a fest beer as well. I got a few other fest beer reviews I'm hoping to put up as well. Don't know when those will get out, but listen, all three of them are winners. So that's all I got, guys. Till next time. Cheers.